What's up, everybody? My name is Kyphxr, and welcome to Escape from Tarkov. I almost said Attack on Tarkov. That's not what this is. But, like I was telling chat, I was gonna play an offline raid before I started recording, but I wanted to have, like, this part in the video, so we're gonna start here. So, choose your faction. Bear, you are an operator of the Battle Encounter Assault Regiment, Bear, a Russian PMC comprised of ex-Special Forces officers from all over the post-Soviet states. Bear fought in the contract wars as a Russian government proxy to uncover the illegal activities of terror group labs and to bring an end to the continued armed conflicts with its security subcontractor, the Western-founded private military company USEC. And then USEC, you are an operator for USEC, an offshore established PMC employed by Terror Group Labs as a security subcontractor. UESC's primary objective was to destroy any evidence of potentially illegitimate activities done by its employer and to protect its property from being captured by Bear. The PMC hired by the Russian government to investigate Terror Group's operations. Now, I don't know a whole ton about this game, but I have been doing a little bit of research. So from what I understand, USEC is there's very little difference between these two. Generally, the thought is that most of Bear's like attire, especially in the early game, looks better, and USEC is a little bit easier, specifically on Lighthouse, because the scavs are less aggressive. I think we're gonna go Bear, mostly because we start with an AK, and that's kind of just the classic. And if CSGO taught me anything, it's that we love AKs, and so I think we're gonna go with that. Let's see. We've got a couple head models to choose from. Kind of like this guy, the way his eyes are sunken in. I don't think it really matters that much. We're not going to spend a whole ton of time looking at him, but my nickname is Too Short. Oh, it's because there's nothing entered. We're just going to keep Kyphxr. Doesn't matter. But I am excited for this game. I did end up caving and finally ended up buying it because I've been watching the well, actually I haven't watched it yet. We're gonna be reacting. I don't know if we'll do it tonight, but we'll react to the new what's it called, marathon stuff. But I'm excited for marathon, and so I thought to kind of get in the like headspace for it, we might as well play the biggest extraction shooter, right? And I did consider Hunt, but just from like what I looked at in Hunt, it's not really like my style of game. I don't dislike older weaponry like you find in Hunt, but I don't know, I just prefer like more modern military sort of the aesthetic, and I guess the gunplay too, because the gunplay in Hunt is way more like deliberate and slow. But this is our stash. Like I said, I do know a little bit about the game. I do this every once in a while where I'll find a game and I'll hyperfixate on it before I even start playing. Although the last time that happened was with Rust, and that was like 6 years ago. But if this game has any effect on me similar to Rust, we will be fully addicted. So let's see. I think we're kind of just set up to go already. I'm pretty sure when you start out, there's like a special map that only people under level 15 can access. And we are starting this wipe pretty late. I mean, not pretty late, but it's April. So I can't even imagine that there will be a whole ton of people in that map. But I'm not sure if there's anything I actually need to do before starting. I kind of feel like there's not. but I kind of just want to get an idea of where everything is. I've heard about most of this, and so I kind of just want to make sure I know where all of it is. I'm sure I'll forget. Let's look at the hideout. The hideout's probably the thing that I understand the least. Or not even that I understand the least, but just that I've looked into the least. That and like specific gun mods, but things like that usually just come better with playing. I am super interested in like the build system for this game. It is very fucking granular from what I know, and so I'm interested to see what that sort of depth looks like. All right, there we go. Welcome to your personal hideout. For now, it's an old bomb shelter clogged with rubbish, but by making an effort, you can make it a fully fledged underground base with everything you need for comfortable living. You can use items and resources you found in raids to build and improve various areas of the hideout, many of which will give you special bonuses and abilities. Increased rate of off-raid health regen, energy and hydration, boosted skills leveling, the ability to craft various items, etc. Escaping from Tarkov can take quite a while, and you need a place where you can regroup and regain strength. This is the place, your hideout. Good luck. I see, so this is sort of just where you okay. I can do this, but I'm not sure if I should yet. Like, do I need the, what is this? Oh, it's literally just money. Okay. I thought this was an item. I don't think we need to worry about this just yet. We do have a scav run, which we should do, right? We want to do this as frequently as we can. And so I'm not sure. Lighthouse is what we want to avoid, but most people say this map is ass anyways. Also, why is my check hat? And why is this not reacting very well to my mouth? Okay, let's try that. I don't know if it really matters. Let's just yeah, it looks like the only difference is, well, I guess maybe like the time. And then is this day and night? I think so. You can do like night if you want to play with like night vision, and it's better for like questing and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure. So if I just do ready, I can go solo, right? Yeah, okay. We are going to be playing mostly solo. I mean, we play most things mostly solo. But I want to get the true sweaty extraction shooter experience. I almost started talking with my mic still muted. I would have blown my brains out. I guess this should wow. I guess this should come as a surprise to absolutely nobody, but part of the reason that we're playing Tarkov is because I'm looking for more ideas for Cult Rising, because obviously Cult Rising isn't an extraction shooter, but I am putting an extraction game mode in it, but that's not even really why we're playing Tarkov. I really want to look at the weapon system, the build system, because I've always really liked games like Elden Ring. I mean, I can give a wide variance, like Elden Ring, like Path of Exile, anything like that, even like BG3, that lets you like mess around with like stats and weapons and things like that to craft different builds and just play around with things like that. And so I want to look into I want to take like a really in-depth look at Tarkov's modding system, the way that guns work and things like that. And I want to take some of that and insert it into Cult Rising, because I've always struggled with coming up with like ideas for how to make builds with guns that doesn't just turn into like a hero shooter. And so I think this is probably going to be one of the best examples that I can look at, because there's just so much, it's so granular, and there's so much depth to the way the weapon system works. And so I just sort of, one of my big plans with this game is I really want to learn the weapons, how builds and how mods work. I want to get a sense for how they balance things like that, the sort of like mechanics in the gameplay loop that plays into that. But I am excited. I've been looking forward to this. I've been looking forward to this all day, because I was at work today and I was just thinking about playing Tarkov. And so I think that means the addiction started. We're 96% of the way into our first match ever. So probably a good sign, right? But it looks like after 7 minutes, at least Tarkov tells us how long we've been waiting. With Marvel Rivals, we just have to guess. Although it is usually around like 7 minutes sometimes. For the first game, it usually is like 7 minutes. It's actually been a lot better for Rivals recently. It's probably only like 3 or 4 minutes. But that, when the game first launched, I was like dead ass waiting 7 minutes. I was probably waiting 10 minutes sometimes to load into like my first match or two of the day. And I have Rivals installed on an SSD. This is on a hard drive. Another thing I want to look at is sound design, specifically for the weapons. Because I've always used Rainbow Six Siege as sort of like my, I guess almost like my reference for gun sounds in games and what I want Cult Rising to sound like, because something about the gunplay in Siege has always just been so compelling to me. But I need to start looking at other military shooters and like trying to, I guess, pinpoint specifically what it is about their audio that makes things sound like so immersive. Because a big part of it for Siege is the like directional audio, right? The spatial audio, being able to hear where things are, and then on top of that, the different sound cues, right? Like obviously, I mean, frankly, I think that's probably one of Jinxie's biggest strengths in Siege is sound cues. Like, it's crazy like what he can hear when he's watching clips sometimes. But I want to look at how I want to take a more focused look at how games, I guess, like present their sound, specifically in regards to guns, that makes it feel so grounded and realistic. There we go. All right, our first scav run. Let's see how it goes. We don't know where any of the extraction points are. We don't really know any of the mechanics. I know I probably shouldn't kill things on this run, but just because I am a scav, like I can, but especially because I'm definitely not going to be able to just identify like what is and isn't another, like an AI scav. I probably shouldn't, because I can't attack scavs on a scav run, because obviously I am a scav, and so they'll get mad at me and kill me. Well, and don't I lose scav rep 2 or something? I'm not entirely sure. It's gonna take me a couple days to remember all the goddamn systems in this game. The learning curve is fucking insane. even for me hyper fixating on it, it's still gonna take at least 2 or 3 days just to remember the sheer volume. Oh, maybe. Keep thinking it's gonna like go, and then it doesn't. So I'm gonna pause and we'll come back when it's loaded. And didn't we find a match at like 14 minutes? I mean, that being said, this is our first time loading in, like literally our first time loading into any game ever for Tarkov. So like it does make sense. There's nothing cached in my computer, but still. Will we load in before 20 minutes? It is gonna be goddamn close. Oh. 13 seconds. Can we do it? We can. Wow. Honestly, I was expecting it to load something else. I mean, I guess I mentioned Rust earlier, so that this is just my own doing, right? It takes, well, Rust is actually better now too. It used to take fucking 7 years to load into a Rust server too. Obviously, I haven't played Tarkov yet, so it's kind of like, I don't know how accurate it actually is, but it kind of feels like this game, DayZ, and Rust all fall into like a similar sort of like category of like realistic survival PvP. I don't know, but it's always been like super enticing to me, but the biggest reason that I like haven't strayed outside of Rust really is because, like, I mean, I even have this issue with Rust, and I've talked about this before with other games, but I really like persistence. Also, we didn't make it before 20 minutes. I really like persistence, and so a lot of the times when a game has wipes, that's like a really big turnoff for me. But I think something that helped me realize, or something that helped me change my perspective a little bit, was playing Eve Online the past couple months. Because like if you played Eve, you know that like nothing is permanent, you will always lose everything. And I think that sort of, that along with the fact that I'm like actively making videos now, I think alleviates a lot of the issues that I had with we're finally in, with wipes. I not changed my video settings from, oh, let's see. So we'll put this on. All right. Did I didn't hit yes. I don't think I actually changed. Yeah. All right. Oh wait, I actually do need to switch that. Am I insane for flip-flopping right and left lean like that? Because I feel like nobody does it, but I feel like it makes more sense because I'm using the opposite finger to lean. Because if I want to stop leaning, it probably means that I want to take cover anyways, and so I can stop leaning and take cover at the same time. Where this, I can lean and I can still move to my right. And so I keep my left and right lean on flip-flopped sides. My E is my left lean and my Q is my right. Alright, but I honestly have no idea what we're really doing. We're just looting stuff, but I don't know anything about this map. So I think we're kind of just going to be exploring here. Because literally nothing matters. This is a scav raid, so even if we die immediately, it doesn't matter. It would be nice to exfil with some stuff, but if we can't, we can't. I do really like this map design, though. It gives me, like, more like a worn down, abandoned version, but it gives me a lot of, like, the Division vibes. Just in Russia. Pretty sure that's a player. But I'm not sure. Definitely was moving like a player. This guy doesn't look great. Let's see. Just some shampoo. I mean, I guess we can take this. What is that even for? What? How is this? Why does this lean feel so weird? Oh, because these are not on the same. Alright, that should. Alright, there we go. Okay. I thought I was going insane. I actually. See, is that an AI? Because it's not moving like it has any idle animations. But I also don't really know, like, what exactly we're looking for. This is, like, almost completely blind in terms of actual gameplay. Like, I know how the actual systems work, but I don't know how they work in practice. Can you rotate? You can. Okay. It's R, duh. Alright. So I guess we're just seeing if we can find anything interesting or just some stuff to make a little bit of extra cash. Because we can sell all this stuff on the flea market, right? Because it's all found in raid. See, that's what I mean. I know those systems, but I don't know, like, what the loot looks like in the actual room. I know what the loot is, but I don't know what the actual 3D model of the loot looks like. God damn, what the fuck happened here? I know there's at least a little bit of lore to this game, so we'll have to look into it eventually. Also, can't you mine Bitcoin? Can I take these? Well, I guess, can I take the computer? Actually, can I? Smart thing to check. Okay, I literally can. I was kidding, but we'll take it. So should I check all? No, okay. So it is specifically bags, not just anything that resembles a sort of container. But then I guess like jackets and stuff too. I'll take some duct tape. Yeah, I don't think there's any reason to keep that actively available. I do really like the aesthetic of this game, though. I definitely think we're probably gonna be playing a lot of this in the next couple, sheesh, weeks. Because I've been kind of looking for a new FPS game to sweat in a little bit. Like, obviously I like Rivals, but I learned from Overwatch that getting invested in a hero shooter makes it significantly less fun. And so I think Rivals, I do genuinely want to make an attempt at getting better at it, because I never did that with Overwatch. But I do still want to treat Rivals as kind of my casual game, especially with playing quick play and everything. And so that's why I tried the body can game last night. I was hoping my computer would be able to handle it. It's not, which is unfortunate, because that game does seem fun. And so when I finally do upgrade my PC, we probably will play some more of that. I'll rebuy it, because I did refund it, because I could only get like 19 FPS. And the map in this game is like 100 times the size of any of the maps in that game, and I already have like 10 times the frame rate. Jesus Christ. The fuck kind of horror game? It's locked. Man, imagine I turned around and they were all looking at me. Do you have any stuff? Some ammo? I guess this we can keep. We can't use it, but we could run into a situation where it's useful. And is that everything in here, I guess? Can I open this? I guess we're kind of going to be stumbling around until we find an extraction point, too. Because I know I can do that. But I don't know where any of those are. I'm not entirely sure that we're going to find any in 15 minutes, but that's also okay. Honestly, we might... Well, we'll take another look at our stash and see what we have after this raid. But I might just the first... Okay, so that's definitely an AI, right? Because they're all moving the same way. I thought it wasn't an AI because I figured the AI would have some sort of like idle animation. But I don't know if it's like my network connection or if the AI just look like that. But they're all just like walking directly in one direction while looking the other like this. But we haven't found anything particularly interesting yet. But we just kind of want to learn the ropes here, learn where things are and how things work. Learn what can and can't be opened. Like, I'm assuming I can't shoot these open. Although maybe I can. Who knows? We're also gonna have... It's gonna take a little bit to learn the, like, meds and, damage system. Because, like, again, I understand the basics with, like, all the limbs, their different health, and then getting blacked out and things like that. But just, like, remembering all of the specifics, what things actually, like splints versus... I don't remember what the other thing that's like a splint is. What is this? Alright, we got a furry. We got Pac-Man. So is this the edge of the map then, I'm assuming? Maybe? Maybe not. I know there are in-game maps, but from what I've heard, they're not great. We'll probably take a look at them eventually, but... What map is this? I don't even really remember. Alright, can I put this... on screen. Window capture. All right, so where are we? So it looks like the extraction points are kind of just at the end of the major streets. So I think our best bet is to try and find this main road here. And then see if we can just get to an extraction point from there. I really like the graffiti. The tags all look really good. Like, I'm assuming they're at least somewhat based in actual, like, real life tags, because like a lot of the fonts look super well put together. And so I'd imagine a lot of these are just like straight up scans, right? Because I guess the options are that, or they brought in like graffiti artists to make the decals. But let's see. So where am I? That's kind of what I'm trying to figure out here. So I think this here, is this the main road, or are we, I can't tell if we're here or if we're over here. I'm not entirely sure. We do have a little bit of lag now. I also need to stop sprinting. I'm completely out of stamina. Yeah, that's an AI. No human being is moving like that. So, I feel like this is the main road then. So then, are we headed... We have less than 10 minutes. Do I have a compass? Do I have any way to know what direction I'm traveling? I don't know if I need to go this way or this way. Because I kind of feel like it's probably... This is probably like towards the center of the map, right? I think it is, because based on this, it kind of seems like this is the building up to my right over here. So we're actually going to go this way. And we'll see if this is that building on the map. Like I said, it doesn't really matter. It's not like we really have anything. We're losing a little bit of ammo and an MRE. So it's not like it matters. But it's more about learning where the actual extraction points are. Did I get hit by the fire? It's also definitely an AI. So I can't loot this, right? No. But the biggest thing is really just going to be learning where everything is. Especially like the exfil points. Somebody's already been here. Because I'm still not sure if this is the way I'm thinking it is. From where? Well, we kind of expected that to happen earlier than that. But that's okay, because it means we get to try our first actual raid. Like I said, all that we lose out on there is like 30 bullets and an MRE, so it's not like it's a big deal. We really just need to learn like where things are and like where the good loot spots are, and then where the good where all the extraction points are actually. Hello, game? What's going on here? There we go. Well, there's something. It's not... There we go. It's not completely dead. Just slow. Damn. It's just the menu screen. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. There's a scav raid, and we didn't really find anything anyways. Did we take all of our damage to the left hand? That's... Okay. But what I was saying earlier, this was like 10 minutes ago. I don't even think I finished my thought, but what we might do we'll take a look at the stash here and see what we actually have. But what we might do is just try and do a couple runs, like taking almost nothing in with us, just like with the expectation that we're probably gonna die, and so we just kind of want to learn the maps and everything. So 22 minutes before our next scav raid. I think we should just keep doing the same one, right? Just so we can learn the... In this mode, you can practice offline on your own or immerse yourself in an online co-op game with friends without the risk of meeting other players. You can use this mode to explore... Practice game mode. You can practice offline on your own or immerse yourself in an online co-op game with friends without the risk of meeting other players. You can use this mode to explore... Okay, this is basically a custom game. Okay, so if I do that, if I don't check it, it's just a regular raid, right? Oh, you know what? Actually, we want to come here first, because I'm not expecting this to go well. Let's see, how much of all of this do we have? So I think we're gonna leave some of this. Well, does it even matter? It's literally starting gear, so actually I don't think it even matters. So we'll just do another one, Streets of Tarkov again, just because we want to learn this map. Well, we want to learn a map, and we'll just do it one at a time. How much does this 20k for all? Not worth it. 5k. Is that even worth it? Well, you know what? It probably is, because like I said, we're sort of late in the wipe, and because we're just starting, the odds that people are gonna pick up our shit are kind of low. Man, those are expensive. That's the most expensive out of all of them. All right, so we'll do this though. I think that's good. And we'll hop into it. It'll probably take another 15 minutes here, but I'm interested to see how this goes. Because I think, I think what we've learned from learning Rivals and before that learning Rainbow Six Siege is that map knowledge is just typically going to be the biggest thing that makes it difficult, because when we don't even know like where people can be coming from, what what standard angles for gunfights are, then it becomes really difficult to like even exist. And so I think learning things like that are gonna be the most important part in the early stages of learning this game before we start getting into the more complex elements of like the mods and builds and everything. Because a lot of the rest of it is just about remembering how all the systems work. Whereas the maps, I guess the maps are just remembering where things are, but they're just bigger. Like, it's easier to learn the systems because it's just pure... Like, I can just go over it again to learn it. Whereas with maps, I need to continually play them and get a feel for where everything is spatially and understand how the map actually, like, plays out. We're almost there. Much quicker loading time than our scav run. All right. Let's see how this goes. Let's see. Courtyard. Crash site. So we're going to have to get out of here to figure out where we are. That dude looks pretty sick. Did they Photoshop? That's funny. I really hope that this is a stock photo that they just Photoshopped that on, because something about that is utterly hilarious. Do I have a flashlight? I genuinely don't know. I don't. So we're playing blind until we find a flashlight, because I knew that I clicked on the night one because it had more time. Well, I think that's what it was saying. I honestly don't understand the menus 100% yet. But it's okay. Because honestly, after 1,000 hours in Rust, calling this nighttime doesn't even feel right. I can see way too much for this to be nighttime. And even the body cam game yesterday, that game had like the pitch black kind of black. So I think we'll be fine without a flashlight for now. But I don't know where we are. I don't know where the loot is. But we're gonna find out. Honestly, maybe we do want to get outside just so we can figure out where we actually are on the map. Can I get up here? So let's see. A1. That's probably not ground floor, right? Or is it? It's hard to tell because everything's dark. No, it must be then. No, we're on the second floor. Nope. I need to figure out which doors, is it the broken handle? Like, which doors can I open and which ones can't I? Is there a way to tell from a distance? Is there an exit over here? And this is giving like almost Backrooms vibes now. Alright, we are on the second floor, but we did also find an exit, so I guess it's okay. Probably shouldn't jump this. I'll definitely take leg damage, right? I don't know why I thought I was in like the basement though. I must have gone in the first floor. I thought I went down, but maybe I'm just dumb. So we'll head back this way. Is there anything here? Money locked. So we'll go back down. I don't know why I didn't just go back out the way that I came. That would have made more sense, to be completely honest. I also need to get used to like the inertia, like the momentum that you don't stop when you don't stop completely when you stop. You kind of slide afterwards. So I'm gonna need to be aware of that. Also, is my sprint on a toggle? Because I don't want it to be, but I think it is. Sprint. Yeah, that's what I want, right? Continuous. Yeah, okay. Crouch, I do want to be a toggle. But the lean and the sprint, I want to be continuous. But let's see if we can figure out where we are. Did I hear a gunshot? So... okay, so I'm pretty sure we're like right here. So... so actually, let's see. Let's cross and see. Is there anything here? Locked. There's trash bags. Let's see, maybe there's something good in the dental building. Okay, so I think it is the door handles being broken like that means that you can't go in. Why does that look like something I can take? Some meds? No, just some food. Oh no, that is bandages. Sick. Alright, well, we got something. Repellent? I don't know if that's actually helpful. But we'll take it because we get searching XP and we kind of just want all the XP we can have right now. Did I see a pop-up? I thought I did. Alright, well, not a whole lot in here. Should also take my ADS off of toggle too. Can't tell where that's from. Oh, I saw him. He's across the street there. I actually think I know where I am too. Is this where near where we were last run? Well, if I could see. We're gonna chase after him. We're gonna see how this goes. Problem is, I don't know where he could go. I think we're just gonna go back to looting. Alright, well, my game lagged and my brain lagged at the same time, so there's our first real death. My brain like slowly processed that that was a person, and then I got frame rated super hard. Did that like crash my game? Getting shot made my computer explode. It was not ready for that. Can I not move myself? It still just says welcome to Tarkov. I think it might have actually frozen the game. Oh no, it's working. I really wasn't expecting someone to be in there though, and I definitely wasn't expecting someone to be in the first the first building that I happened to run into. Although with that being said, I guess the good thing about the game taking forever to load means that our scav run is already off cooldown, isn't it? Killed in action, 35 XP. No kills, nothing interesting. And we're gonna need to heal. How much is it? That's how much I have. Oh, it's free for the first 5 levels or 30 raids. Oh, that's actually sick. I was gonna do it anyways, but that's fine. And I'm pretty sure, from what I've heard, I'm pretty sure it is cheaper to actually just met up yourself. But especially right now, while we don't have like a whole ton, I kind of want to try and hold on to things. I think money is probably going to be the easiest thing to get, and so I'd rather just pay for the heals and then keep the healing items in my stash. But I think we can probably do another scav run. Before we do that, we should kit up again though, because I'm gonna forget otherwise. But like I said, I think we're gonna take some more like burner kits. We might just run a pistol run, honestly. Like, all things considered, does the hat do anything? I don't think it actually does anything, so we'll take it because it's taking up a stash slot. I don't think we're really gonna run into an opportunity to use food. Like, maybe we take a water bottle? Nah, I think we'll hold on to it. If we start getting thirsty or hungry, then we can start taking it. But I don't think it's really worth it. We even take, is that even worth it? Maybe we do just take, well, No, because then we can't loot anything. So we do still need room to loot. I think we do take a bag for now then. Let's actually look. Where's the flea market? Do I have that unlocked yet? I actually probably don't. Oh. Let's see. Backpack. So what's the price look like on these? Can you just show me all of them? 6K? Okay. And then 8 for, is this the one that I have right now? So I don't think it's that big of a deal. Although maybe, do we just want to buy like a sling bag and take this? How much do I have? 500,000? Let's try this. We'll buy one. And how much space does this have? Yeah, I think we do this because the odds that we successfully extract are pretty low. And so I think it's better to go like low investment just as we're like learning the ropes here. So running like a burner kit with this sling bag and a pistol, I think is kind of going to be the move. Although we are going to do a scav run first. Like we can maybe take a SMG, but PP19. You know, I think this is probably, because these are expensive, right? Can I search this? Actually, can I do that? And then go here? No? Is this not my wish list? Headsets. Which one was it? Was it this? 17,000, 49, 28. These definitely are expensive. Is there a way in game I can see like what it does? I don't know, but I think we're just gonna run this, basically nothing. We'll just run a body armor with the sling bag. But then we can go ahead and do another scav run. And I think we just keep doing this map. Just so we can get a chance to learn it. And then we'll just slowly move through all of the maps like one by one. Maybe we'll focus on like one map each video, each day. Cause it's one, I can probably play this. Honestly, I don't even know. I was planning on switching to either repo or schedule one after a couple hours, but I honestly might just like play this tonight. So I'm kind of feeling just like learning. We'll just do this map and learn this map, and then tomorrow I guess we'll just go through them like one by one. Right, let's see. Oh, I still have this on. Raid number 2. Well, scav raid number 2, actually. All right. Our model loaded in, but the gun didn't. We are on the... Yeah, this is my scav. I don't know why... Where's my... Yeah, where's my gun? What? My hand's loaded in the position of holding a gun, but there was no gun there. What is my... Yeah, isn't it just mouse wheel? Where's my gun? Hello? What? Okay, you know what? It literally doesn't matter. We're on a scav run anyways. If we die, we die. We're looking for loot. We'll take some food. Slickers. Feel like that's borderlining there. Yeah, I figured the safe would be locked. Thing here, that just staplers. Looks like it kind of looked like magazines, but I think it is just staplers. Why does every door open towards me? Let's see, any hard drives? Alright. We can start our Bitcoin farm. Can I take that USB? Oh, I see. This is moving my... That's changing my speed. More food. So then what's my switch weapon button? It's not the mouse wheel. Is it V? I tried that too. I also tried the numbers. Okay, I don't know why. Okay. I don't know why I couldn't figure that out before, but we figured it out eventually. So let's see, where are we? Check this body here. This looks like the main road. I'm not sure which end we're on. Meds, fuse. Okay. Let's see. So that's the... It's hard to tell. I think this is the edge of the map. If I'm... What? When I said that... Alright, hold on. When I said this was the edge of the map, I didn't mean that literally. Are we gonna no-clip into the back rooms? What the fuck is this? What? What just happened and why is it killing me? I'm assuming it's killing me because it's detected that I'm out of the map. And so they just have something here to kill you so this doesn't happen? Or so you don't get like soft locked down here. But I just fell through the goddamn floor. Before I die, is there anybody I can take with me? We can see through the floor. Where are we even taking damage? Yeah, everywhere. Well, I'm not sure what happened there, but at least we know it wasn't our fault. Okay, if I move, I think it was killing me faster. Do I have any grenades or anything? Can I even bleed to death? Like, if everything bleeds to 0, will that kill me? Because, like, when your head bleeds to 0, you don't actually die. You still need to take damage, right? So how is this gonna work here? There we go. I'm not sure what that was, but it was something. Certainly an interesting bug. Was not expecting that. Will it tell us what we died from? I guess if it says what we died from, it'll probably just say died. Wait, is it saying killed by? Well, that was certainly something. I guess we get to load into another raid. My recording is at 50, or no, my recording is at 1 hour and 7 minutes, and my stream is at 1 hour and 53 minutes, which means we've spent approximately, what, like 40 some minutes looking at loading screens here. So I definitely think I'm going to try moving this over to my SSD. Oh, I do remember hearing about a PvE mode, actually. But let's load into our next raid. We have our like cheap setup, right? Still don't know if I want to take one of these. I think we're gonna wait. Splints, bandages. Yeah, I think we just want to kind of go for like a dirt kit here. And see if we can get a successful extraction. I guess we could try one of the other maps too if we really wanted to. Because like this one is supposed to be hard instead of insane. The rest of these are all insane. But I think we keep doing this one. I see no reason not to. Well, we are getting in a little bit faster. Not a whole lot, but it is a little bit. Pause. Come on, game. There we go. All right. Raid number 2. Playing with an eco kit. We're gonna see if we can find anything good. Maybe make some plays with a pistol. Doubtful, but we can try it. exactly. Where are we? On the left edge or the right edge of the map? Wait. I don't know. I'm assuming that was a scav. I don't even know how to tell. Oh, maybe they were players. I don't know how many hits I got on the second guy. I wasn't expecting him to be there, and then the lag kind of extra screwed me. But we did get one kill then. Man, why is the results screen always so hard to load? Head, top of the head. Oh no, so it was a scav. So then there must have just been a player behind the scav. But I think that is probably going to be the strat, just running with a pistol. Okay, now I'm confused. Do scavs count as an elimination? Or is that me getting eliminated? Not entirely sure. We'll figure it out eventually. But we're going to go ahead and do another run, which means we get to wait another 15 fucking minutes. Let's see. So I think we just run the same thing. We should probably... This is the right ammo, right? Yeah. So then let's go ahead. We can buy... So let's buy another... We'll buy 2 of these. And then we want to buy... Does this work or like what? Is this not wish list? Alright, and then the bag as well. Which bag was it? The sling bag, right? We'll just buy a handful of these. Just because they're cheaper and like I said before, the odds that we successfully extract are kind of low. We'll probably need to buy more ammo for these eventually, but it is what it is. The rest of this I think we're kind of gonna leave. Oh, I see. And then we'll take... Wear another hat, because why not? much was this? Headsets. Yeah, 50K, not worth it. I guess we can do... Actually, hold on. Does this fit? Can I just take the first aid kit? Oh, I can do that. So I guess it doesn't hurt to have this because this is the stuff you don't lose, right? So there's no reason not to have that filled. Let's actually come back here. So what does unlocking this do? Because we had the option to unlock like vents, but I'm not sure what it actually does. So let's go check that. Okay, so it wasn't unlocked before, it looks like. A ventilation duct suspended from the ceiling. The air duct passes through the port of the room, providing the natural movement of airflows. It is necessary for the installation of smoky zones where the output of combustion products is required. I guess why not? We'll see what it does. So I guess that's it for the moment. Because this all is still locked, it looks like. Alright, well. Do we wait the 2 minutes? Maybe we do. Because the loading time for the scav raids takes longer anyways. So I think we're gonna wait the minute 40 seconds and we'll take the free scav raid before we do another PMC. I was muted again. God damn it. We might do like 1 or 2 more raids after this just because I don't want to sit here looking at loading screens for too much longer. I think I'm going to try moving it over to the SSD tonight. And then we'll see how much better it runs tomorrow. Because we're at 2.5 hours now of streaming and like an hour of footage. And so I think we'll do this scav raid, maybe 1 more PMC raid. Depending how that goes, we might do a second PMC raid, but then I think that's probably where we're going to wrap it. That being said, that's going to be like an hour, but... Alright. Scav raid number 3. Oh, it did the thing again where my hand's loaded without the weapon. What gun do we have this time? Hey, Keter SMG. That's really probably what's important, but it's also a scav run, so it's really probably not important at all. We got another night raid here. See, where are we? So we're on the main road. Burning building. Oh wait, we're not on the main road. So I think, if I'm reading this right, I think we're around here. We actually might be closer to like over here. So is there an extraction point like actually right on top of us somewhere? Because I don't even know what the extraction points look like. I guess we'll head inside. We'll see if we can find anything. Anything in here? I need to get better at identifying what is and isn't loot. What is happening? Can I take this fishing rod with me? What about a harpoon gun? I feel like I should be able to use that as a weapon. Alright, how much time do we got? 22 minutes. So we'll head up. Does this dude have anything? Oh, we'll take this. Is this just too big for a scav? I'm assuming. What kind of plates are these? No, that's actually not what I meant, but I forgot that this can hold stuff. I forgot that's literally the point of it. Let's take that. What I actually wanted. Oh, this is a... I'm stupid. This isn't body armor. Nothing? Alright. Well, I'm assuming this is a player who got killed. A couple players, actually, it looks like. What is this? Actually, you know what? I don't think it hurts to take this. In here. Three, what do I have? Two? Oh, actually. So can I take these out? Well, actually, wouldn't it just make more sense to just switch this? Oh no, is it too big? So can I switch these? Fuck, stop doing that. Oh no, built-in components can't be changed. Okay, I see. So they must be just too low-level items to actually like take out the plates. Alright, well, I guess we'll take this for now because there's no reason not to. Is there no way for me to take a bigger backpack? I guess not when you're on a scav. So we'll head on deeper. Those are AIs, right? This locked? Yes, that's not a cash register. Burger spot. Is there nothing down here? Can I not get out this way? Guess not. Let's see. Let's go up more. And then we'll see if we can find an extraction point. Because if I'm reading the map right, we should be near one. Yeah, those are definitely AI. So actually, let's see. Can I figure out where I am? I'm in the colorful building. So then I should be... Yeah, I think I'm right here. So there should be one like down the street here. I'm pretty sure. But I'm not sure if that one's open. Which ones are open? Sewer manhole, arch, Pinewood basement. Although that last one's co-op. Can I see that list again? So the sewer manhole is on like the opposite side. The arch is... Where is the arch at? Alright, so if I'm right, and I think we're here. The closest one is... The arch is here. The manhole's here. The complex parking is the X. That's here. So I think this is our best bet. So going down... Is that left here? Going down this way? And then hanging a right? I think is the move. Do I take fall damage from this? Let's find out. Yes, but manageable. Maybe? How much damage did we take from that? Yeesh. Not looking great, but that's okay. Can I use this? Alright, so we fixed one of our fractures. But we basically cooked this run. We're gonna have to hobble on down to the extract point now. But we'll see if we can make it. Oh, I left this on the screen. We'll see if we can make it. So actually, is this the street that I need to go right on? Maybe we're gonna trust that it is. We're gonna go down this way. What would be great is if we could find another splint. Then at least we could walk normally, because we're on the scavs, so we don't even have like the painkillers. Right, we don't have anything else. Yeah. So we're just gonna slowly walk down. I think I'm going the right way, but I'm still not 100% sure. Based on the map, I think I'm right. And I think then that it should be on the other side of this building. Should be what I'm looking for. Although it looks like this, if I'm reading the map right, this is a dead end and I'm gonna have to go left here and around. But this is the best speed we can do. We decided to be lazy and try and jump out of a window, and this is what we get for it. I honestly don't know what else I was expecting. I just kind of wanted to see how much damage we'd take. So is this... Is this right? Or am I one intersection early? Where the fuck am I? I'm by the trolleys. Where am I? We need to find some sort of landmark. We're just gonna keep hobbling down the street. If we get shot, it doesn't matter. Is that a body? I don't think it is. Well, we need some more healing stuff, so we're gonna check. No, it's just a bag. But I need to figure out where I am. Down to the last 10. What's the quickest way through? Is it up or down? I don't really want to loot, but if we could find some meds, that'd be huge. Not even meds, we need a splint is what we actually need. And this room's a dead end. Well, this run's probably cooked. It's locked. We'll try going down, see if that leads to the other side. I was hoping I'd just be able to walk through the building, but doesn't look like we'll be that lucky. All right, there's nothing down here. You guys got any drugs in here? Like at least some painkillers, maybe? Anything? Get out of my way, dumbass chair. I mean, I guess there's no, it doesn't really matter. Because we're probably just gonna die anyways, but... we do get the extra XP for looting. Alright, guess I can't go in there. Is this not lootable? It's a backpack. Well, I'm glad I came in here to find nothing. Can I open this? I can't. Let's see, can we figure out where we are? I need to get back out into the open. That's looking more and more unlike... oh, wait. No, we are out in the open. It's just so dark I couldn't tell. I thought we were inside of a warehouse. I'm just not sure, like, what corner of the map we're in right now. Just gotta figure out, like, where these things are. Because I don't even know, like, where I am. Like, truly. We're too closed in. Like, are we somewhere in the bottom right of the map? Where there's that huge cluster of buildings? Because that's my best guess. Like, somewhere around here, maybe? I mean, at this point, I feel like the odds that we stumble into an extraction point are basically zero, right? Maybe this guy's got a splint. One of these guys. Not that it matters at this point with 2 minutes left, but maybe we can at least get to walk. Yeah, honestly, it doesn't matter. I might just grenade myself with that guy's grenade, because I don't think we're going to be able to extract. So it doesn't even matter if we find anything good here. So I don't think this will even... We can use it to test, but I don't think this will fix the fracture. This will heal this leg, but I'm still going to be walking bad. Yeah, so let's just end it. We tried. An attempt was made. But we can go out on our own terms. Goodbye, cruel world. Really? Is that not enough to kill me? Or was that just a flashback? All right. All right, well. I have been live for 3 hours, and I only have an hour and a half worth of footage, and so I think I'm gonna end it there for tonight. Get it moved over to the SSD and see if it's any better tomorrow. Because I'd prefer to not spend half the time that I spend playing looking at the menu screen. Like this. But thank you everybody so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more. Check out the second channel for all of your cult rising content, and I will see you next time.